Hello, and welcome to another edition of the Get With It podcast. Today, I have with me two fine gentlemen from Nesco, Will Burns and Dewan Allen.
Yes, correct.
Nailed it.
Yes.
Nailed it. Not sure if you listen, I botch up last names pretty badly. So it does. It happens all the time, actually. So people botch up my name all the time, too, so I don't always feel bad. So
yeah. That's good.
So, okay, so Nesco.
Yeah.
Tell us all about Nesco.
Absolutely. Nesco Resource. Well, my name is Dewan Allen. Thank you so much, Elizabeth, for having us.
Oh, we love you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. I am the business development manager here in Columbus, supporting our IT division of Nesco Resource.
Okay, now you used a big title there. You got to explain that title.
Okay.
What that means.
What does that mean? Business development?
Yes.
I guess my responsibility is to...
We're making him nervous.
No, I think, the business development, right? Manage the current clients that we have here in Columbus, as well as go out and find new business to attract, opportunities for the talent that we do recruit. We are a national recruiting firm, so that's my specific title and job here in Columbus.
So you staff aug.
Staff aug, direct hire, that's pretty much our sweet spot here in Columbus. Like I said, our team, me and Will and a few others, were the information technology division of Nesco Resource. Nesco Resource is, like I said, a national firm, been in business 50 plus years, historically engineering design firm. And we came into the Columbus market, obviously to embark in the IT community and the IT movement. And what we got here, and as well as we do a little bit in the accounting finance area as well as engineering. So that's Nesco Resource.
Okay, that was a lot. That was a lot.
Oh.
That was a lot.
You want to break that down? Or?
Yeah, I got some questions, but we gotta. Will, what do you do?
So I'm gonna
other than get emails from me all day long.
Well, they're great emails, but I'm going to be the IT recruiting lead here in Columbus. So what I do is, I'm focused all on technology. I've had kind of a long background in Columbus in recruiting and IT. So it's my job to kind of, reach out and create the connections and relationships with candidates and find the right ties for them, the right spot for them. Like Dwan said, whether it be contract to hire or, a long-term home position, really whatever's the best for both people, both sides, the client and the candidate.
Absolutely.
Okay. That's a lot. Do you creep a lot on people in LinkedIn?
Mediocre.
You can say that because that's what
Moderate amount. Do
you? Because that's what recruiters do.
That's what LinkedIn recruiter's for.
Exactly. You creep. You can say it.
Yeah.
You creep. It's good. It's good.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay, let's back it up. You said 50 years in business.
Mm-hmm.
Where? Here?
Nesco Resource, so we're originally out of Mayfield Heights, Ohio. That's our home base.
What the hell is that?
That's up there by Cleveland.
Oh, okay.
A suburb of Cleveland, if
Okay.
you will.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Cleveland came down here. How many years ago?
I don't have that correct answer.
There's your hard question.
That's a hard question.
That was your hard question.
We've actually been with Nesco Resource for just over 9 months together here. So,
you're new to the organization.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right. So a lot of people say that people come into the Columbus area or market because of the IT boom that's happening here. Is that agreed upon?
I would say so.
Yeah, I would say, that's, Columbus, Ohio, historically has been a strong, tech, environment for everybody, right? There's a lot of opportunity here in the IT space, and I think what we're seeing now is a lot of, companies are making the move here to make their IT division or their home base be here in Columbus. There's a lot of talent. What goes into that, as well as the cost of living in the Columbus market in general. Opportunity for growth, great school systems, you name it.
Oh, that is true. That is true. So, was Nesco founded? I mean, who owns it? Like, who do you have? Like a CEO?
Yeah, our CEO is Grant Durner. He is the gentleman who's in charge. I think he sits in Florida, in our Florida location, but historically was in
Of course he
Mayfield.
does. He sits in the Florida location.
Yes.
Bypasses Cleveland.
Holy shit. Do you know that I have relatives that live down there?
Oh, really?
Okay, so granted, this isn't going to be aired until, Darren, what date? I don't know. I don't know either. But so we're taping this, and it's May 8th today. Yesterday was over 100 degrees in some parts of Florida. Wow. That's some bullshit. It's May.
Yeah, we got 80 today.
Yeah.
It is 80. I sweated
out.
all the way down to my meeting and back.
It is hot out.
It is hot. So, and you're wearing jeans and you look like you're ready to go like hiking up Mount Everest or something.
It's the office air conditioning.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. So, yeah. So he's chilling in Florida, poolside, with a martini.
Yeah, I hope.
Yeah, we hope so.
Wow. Is he a young guy?
I wouldn't. I've never met him.
You've never met him?
No. Yeah,
Okay.
we are a national firm across the United States with offices. I think 50 plus offices across.
Oh, you're nationally.
That is correct.
Oh, okay. Well, you wouldn't know if you walked through the door or not, so it doesn't matter. Okay. So, nationally, would you say 50?
Yeah.
Yep.
Every state?
I want to say every state. We have multiple offices in Ohio where we span across. So Columbus, Cleveland.
Northeast.
Northeast. So.
Oh, okay. So, not the whole.
Yeah.
So, locally in Florida.
Like the East Coast and whatnot and things like that.
Okay. In Florida.
And Florida.
Florida. Big guy sitting in Florida. Okay. So, national recruiting company. I got to ask this. This is like so way off base too. Okay. So, if you're national, does that allow you to like do you just like swing back and forth between offices as far as being like you might have a placement that would be good in New York and like they might have somebody out here? Do you like swap people?
Oh, you can always, there's always
It's like a chess game,
opportunities as long as you're staying in contact with the other offices and everything. We collaborate and relay everything. For example, we're working a lot with Cleveland as well, and if they have people that want to come to Columbus,
so you do. It's not like a competitive thing between
it's a team
offices.
effort.
It's
Yeah.
a team effort.
Right.
Absolutely.
Well, you know what I'm saying? Like some people, it's competitive because you're based off of how many people you get here in Columbus.
Yeah, absolutely.
Or it could be. I don't know if that
and I
is.
think it is. I mean, we definitely have a sense of competitiveness, but I think overall our goal is to obviously find the right position for the talent, and what's right for the consultant, as well as for the client. And I think what we do as a team is work together to find that right opportunity. That's our ultimate goal.
So you're only IT here in Columbus?
No, we have IT, engineering, accounting, and finance.
Accounting and finance and engineering. What the hell? That's a big, broad range.
Oh, yeah.
Covering all the bases.
Holy God. Okay, so you're just IT, though.
Yeah, but I dabble on a little bit of all of it.
You do? You work with the other recruiters in engineering and in
Yep.
accounting and finance. This is interesting to me because I want to know, like, what's an engineering? Like, what?
So it'd be like mechanical engineers, structural engineers, process managers, sort of
So
thing.
this would be like government kind of positions?
It can be. Sometimes it comes down to like production environments or manufacturing or, like warehousing, welding, like fabricating places.
Oh.
It really depends. There's some clients we have work on jet planes. It can be anything.
Oh, okay.
And then if I might interrupt here, just to kind of scale back about Nesco Resource. So here in Columbus, Nesco Resource, we have a professional division, which is our IT, accounting and finance, as well as engineering, staffing solutions. We also have a commercial division where we do a lot of the more general labor, administrative type roles as well. So that's kind of how we're set up here in Columbus. We have two different offices. We actually have two offices that do commercial staffing.
Here in Columbus?
Yes, correct. And then we have an additional office, which we sit in as our professional office, and we just kind of handle everything here in that office out of Gahanna.
Okay. Where's the other one?
We have an office on East Main Street on the east side. We also have an office on Wilson Road on the west side of town.
Wow.
And those are more, like I said, general staffing. Walk in, see if there's an opportunity that you might be qualified for and pursue it that way. Here in the professional office, in our Gahanna office, we kind of handle things differently, like a historical recruiting firm where we reach out. We're sourcing on LinkedIn, Monster, you name it, to find the talent.
So the other office that you called commercial, what do they staff for?
More like our general labor opportunities, or more clerical or administrative opportunities.
So anything.
Yeah, absolutely.
But with it, could be in like a warehouse or like a forklift operator.
Okay.
They really range to data entry and kind of anything.
So is that in every one of your markets? You have that split?
Pretty much, yes.
Pretty much, yeah.
Oh. Wow. Okay. That's big business.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Because people just go right. They need a job. They go right.
Oh, they do. They come right in.
So people can literally just walk right in.
Yes. Then that's, like I said, that's our commercial division. We're representing the professional division.
Right.
The commercial division, yes, absolutely.
You just walk right in.
Yeah, absolutely.
But for your professional division, it's all like
It's more of a recruiting atmosphere where we're definitely
career driven.
Okay. Finding individuals. Obviously, the market's tight, right? We just got below 4% unemployment here in Columbus, so it's more so actually, attracting the talent to opportunities, to the best opportunities.
Yeah, we have pretty low here.
Yeah.
But who was I talking into? Jennifer Carlson with Apprenti. I never say it right. And what'd she say? There was going to be like 1.6 million jobs or something like that, IT jobs that will be coming down the pipeline.
And the next,
Sounds about right.
And there's like not enough people at all for them.
Yeah, so, and that kind of speaks to, they're expecting 3 million people in Columbus by, I believe, like 2022.
Yeah,
something
this
like
is
that.
like, there's like some big boom that's going to happen, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
What, yeah, but do those 3 million people really correlate to the 6.1 or 1.6 million jobs? Like, how hard is it recruiting wise?
Well,
It has its ups and downs, obviously, but
I mean, because like I could walk in and be like, "Hey, well, I want a job," and you could be like, "Well, what's your skill set?" Right? And I could tell you one thing, but really want a job in something else, right?
well, so I guess that would be more on the commercial side, but on my side, more of it, I would be looking. I'd have the job requirements, and I would be searching for the qualified candidate myself. So I'd be spending my time on whether it's LinkedIn or social networking group meetups or whatever it may be, to search out who's the best fit, who's like we said, all the way around.
Do you go after people who already have jobs? Be honest.
Only if they're looking.
Oh, really?
Yeah, if they're openly looking for work.
Oh, okay.
Everybody might not be happy at their current position.
Correct.
Right. There's all types of factors that go into that.
How do you know whether they are or not? LinkedIn?
LinkedIn often says, and if they're looking, you can change something on there. And sometimes I just want to connect either way. Something may change down the road. There's a number of people I've never even submitted, but I've stayed in contact with for 3 years or so.
Oh, really?
And we still meet up, maybe have lunch, talk about what trends we're seeing, if they might need help down the road, or they might have a family member who needs help. So.
Oh. Will is a graduate alum of Columbus Academy. Do you want to give them a shout out? You don't have to.
Shout out to Columbus Academy.
And then you graduated from OSU, right?
No, I went to a small college up in upstate New York.
We had this conversation, didn't we?
I think so.
I think we did.
Yeah.
Where was it again?
Union College.
We
in
did.
Schenectady, yep, outside Albany.
Yes, we did.
Yep.
Are you a Buckeye?
I am not.
Oh, thank God. Darren's laughing. Where did you
I attended the Ashland University, about an hour and a half north of here,
Oh,
between
yeah.
Columbus and Cleveland.
Drove by it, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. Are you a native Ohioan?
Listen, I was born in Indiana. I've been here in Columbus since I was 5.
Okay.
So I've watched the city actually, and so has Will, watched the city grow to what it is today. So.
It's true.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're a native.
Yeah, it's completely changed. I mean, it used to just be kind of boring, bland, and no differentiation, not a lot of, technology for one going on. But now it's, really growing. People are hearing about it in, the West Coast, cities like San Francisco, people are starting to want to move out here. For one, like Dawn was mentioning, because
Here?
to Columbus, yeah, because people are paying so much to live in San Francisco.
Oh my God.
And
The cost of living.
you're living, at the same time, there's so many homeless, and it's, it does have its drawbacks with.
Yeah, I had a conversation with, who was I talking
Yeah.
to? And they were like, yeah, they have 6 figures, but they're homeless. I'm like, what? There's 6-figure salary and they're homeless?
So a lot of people, I read an article lately, I can't remember the exact statistic, but it was a large one, is going to be moving out of the Bay Area because tech startups and all these places, they're not going to front all this money to get a huge office
Right.
in, Silicon Valley, where they can be far more successful out here.
Don't worry. California, I think, might fall into the ocean anyways. So,
I always think about that too from that movie.
yes. So, that could be a thing. So, wow, I had no idea. Maybe that's where all those people are coming from.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah.
I think in recruiting, especially in the IT space, we are going to have, there's going to be an influx of people coming to Columbus, right? When I think that's part of the recruiting and selling Columbus, right? We got to sell Columbus, right? And a lot goes into that. It's not just, the IT market's booming. We have great opportunities, but it's more so even the community around here, the environment. You look at the restaurant market, the sports, the school systems.
Yeah.
It's a big deal.
If you can get, I always say, if you can get past 6 months in Columbus, you'll be okay with the weather. It's 6 months on, 6 months off.
Depends what 6 months.
But other than that, and then obviously the people. I think people in the Midwest have a different level of personal touch to them. I mean, obviously I'm a Midwest guy, and I think we're great, and that's kind of selling the opportunities here.
I will say that the IT community in Columbus is phenomenal.
Absolutely.
I'd agree.
I mean, it's just really strong. Well, we were at IT Martini a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I mean, huge amounts of people. I mean, CIOs slumming it with the rest of us, having a good time drinking, eating. And so, yeah, very, very supportive.
And we we don't know all of each other, but a vast amount of us know each other. And, when we go to these events, it's, it's not just
Oh, it becomes a
informative,
party.
it's fun, yeah.
Yeah, it's not just business, right?
CIO tomorrow was.
good
Did you
time.
stay and close the bar with the agility girls?
For Martini?
Yes.
Yes, I did.
Yeah, that's how, when I left, I thought, meh, he's gonna be here for a while.
Yeah, I was there till the end
Till the end. Oh boy.
with the rest of Agility. Yeah.
It's good branding.
Yeah.
Agility. Them girls. I'm telling
Fun
you
group.
what. Oh my God, yeah. And Carly missed it all.
Oh.
She was backpacking
Yeah.
something or other. I don't know. Yeah, that's what the dads said. That's what I call the owners of Agility Partners, the dads, because when they were here for the podcast, they kept referring to them as the dads. So
Okay.
Oh, that's funny.
yes. So okay. So Nesco, what is your perfect? This is going to be a hard one. Perfect candidate.
I would say, someone who's definitely realistic and looking to grow and learn, and someone that understands that in recruiting, a lot of candidates, sometimes rightly so, get very upset with recruiters, and sometimes we're just as upset because we can't, maybe it's for feedback or something, and we might not be able to get that for them as quickly as they want to. But so when you have a candidate that is, you know, on the same page with you and kind of transparent about, they're like, you know, just so you know, I do have interviews at, you know, I am interviewing at a couple other places too. So, you know, if this company is interested in me as I am them, you know, let them know that there's kind of a time limit. And, you know, basically an understanding of someone who's willing to be flexible with, you know, what they're looking for and speak to the team maybe, and not just judge things by what they're seeing immediately and what their previous ideas of recruiters may be. Or,
I can't imagine anybody being mad at you.
oh, people are often mad at me.
Really?
Sometimes. I've gotten better about it.
I cannot see that. You're like the nicest guy. I can't imagine somebody going off. Now,
Well, thank you.
he might say something.
Just might. So,
Sometimes we have to escalate.
And who would you escalate to?
It depends on the day, you know, it depends on the job and whatnot. But Dwan and I have worked together a long time, you know, both at Nesco and at other, you know, companies in the
Oh,
past.
so you guys have known each other for a while.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay.
yeah. I'm historically a recruiter. I mean, I recruited for about 5 years plus, and then kind of moved into the more of the business development and sales side of things.
Okay, you didn't like recruiting?
Oh, I loved recruiting. I think at my business development, I still do recruit.
Do you?
Yeah.
I'm going to tell you what, recruiting is a skill set amongst itself because you have to be patient. And
Yeah.
when you do get yelled at, you just are like, whatever. But you have to be patient.
Well, people are people, right? This is the people business, and you know, it's about understanding everybody's needs and whatnot, and what they're looking for. I think sometimes, you know, in recruiting, we get labeled as pushy individuals, you know, salespeople. Yeah. At the same time, it's. I think what makes a great recruiter is understanding, you know, the candidate's needs and what their wants are, right? And articulating that to the client and finding their needs and finding the home. So I that's kind of in a nutshell how I see it. You know, it's really at the end of the day, we're here to help. We're here to present opportunities, and hopefully it works out.
Do you think a recruit, so you're in sales though, so it's got to be the same, right?
Essentially, I mean, at the end of the day, we're all here to staff individuals and put them in the best opportunity for them. You know, regardless if I just communicate more with the client on the client side.
Okay, so like account management.
Yeah, account management.
Okay,
and I'll get new business and new opportunities for our talent, right? And I'm obviously more on site and deal with the managers on that end. But yeah, I think it's both.
Can you say who some of your clients are, or is that like not? Oh, no, we can't.
No, we can talk about it.
I just got
We can definitely talk about it. I mean,
like, where have you placed people?
oh, okay.
Or what kind of that kind of thing. Nothing bad. Just like where, so people get an idea of where possibly there could be a Nesco employee
Opportunity, absolutely.
and not even realize it.
So we do a lot with Alliance Data here in Columbus.
Okay.
That's one of our top clients, as well as we are a tier 2 vendor to Nationwide, so we do kind of help.
What?
A tier 2. So we're not a tier 1.
What the hell is that?
There's preferred vendors, preferred vendor list. We do support them on a tier 2 level.
Okay.
We also work with some mid-sized companies here in Columbus, whether that's in the healthcare retail space, we definitely work with those, as well as you can see us. Where else, Will? Where are we at?
Let's see. I'm trying to think. We do a little bit, with NiSource, a little bit.
Any startups?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
And to be quite honest, we do things with some startups here, and those are going to be more direct hire opportunities.
Right.
Let's be honest. The Columbus market right now, the startup business is booming.
Yeah.
Okay. And some of these companies are selling themselves, and when we come into play, obviously we're here to help and find the talent for some of the harder to finds, right? The purple squirrels. But yes, we do work with some startup companies. We work on a specific company in the healthcare space as a digital platform. We're building out their team for them, helping them out with with some individuals, whether that's .NET, iOS, you name it.
Okay.
We work those type of roles.
So you're not like targeting just one set of like multi-billion-dollar companies. Like
No,
you're spread out.
We want to give. I think we want to give our talent pool the opportunity to find a home that's best suited for them.
Okay.
Some do like the the J.P. Morgans and the Nationwides of the world, Cardinal, the Cardinal Healths, and some just want that more homey feel, right? They want to work
Small
and be
environment.
small environment, be a part of something, and make an impact. It's like I said, it's all about identifying the proper home for the resource.
It's tough.
Yeah.
It's tough. Because you'd be dealing with somebody like me.
We
laugh,
can deal with you so far.
We definitely can deal with you.
But I would be a candidate that would be tough, right?
I don't think so. Not with our communication skills so far.
I know, right? If we're not having a beer, then we're sending an email.
Well, you're very transparent, right?
Oh, yes.
You're very transparent.
Tell it how it
Exactly.
is.
Yes,
If
I
you're
do.
not interested in the role, you'd tell me up front, and I'd be, all right, I'm not going to look at that
all right.
company for you. And, if I go out and say, do you have any companies, you'd really love to work at? And if you listed some, I tell Dwan, maybe if we didn't already have a relationship with this company, see if we can. And
So do you go in and get the business first, like the relationship built, and then in comes you to fill their needs? Or is it like a collaborated effort between the two of you?
It can be both.
It can. Oh,
Good
okay.
answer, yeah.
Okay.
At the end of the day, we're still a team. It's not me against Will or I do certain
Right.
things. It's and the other recruiters at Nesco. It's more so just we're here to obviously do business, successful business, and make a presence.
I
known
didn't
here in
know like
Columbus.
if there was like the wingman. One guy goes in for the kill, and the other guy comes in and.
It's really very team oriented, especially when you go in between account managers and recruiters. I'm more in charge of the candidate side of business, and he's more in charge of the client side of business. But we're still trying to do the same thing.
Okay.
And we're still trying. Although I speak less with the client, I'm still trying to satisfy them. And although he speaks less with the candidate, he's still trying to do what's best for them.
Is that hard?
Absolutely. Otherwise, they wouldn't pay us to do it, right?
Yeah.
Right, but I mean, isn't it hard to like? I don't know. You guys are like middlemen, right?
Essentially, yeah, and yeah, we are the middleman. But we have a certain level of expertise, and this is what we do for profession. So our services are needed for those who want to obviously want us to help, and we're always here to help with any staffing solutions or needs that they may have.
Okay, so here's a hard question. You ready? Mm-hmm. And you're not. He goes. And since you've been with Nesco, how many women have you placed? Ooh, look, he deflected to you, Will.
I'm the recruiter. So let me think. I don't think any with Nesco yet. But
Any with Nesco?
I will say, with my previous employer, it was noted most of my place candidates were women.
Really?
Yeah.
In the IT field?
Yes.
Damn.
Yep. I worked with a ton of different women throughout Columbus, and more on the functional side of IT, so
Okay.
Scrum Masters, project managers, business analysts, BSAs, things like that. Lately, I've been more on the heavy developmental side,
Okay.
but
You
yeah,
did tell me that you were heavy.
yeah. Right now, I'm
dev
doing
side.
heavy dev, and then, but yeah, I've worked with many women in IT and have had a lot of success, and so have they, since I placed them on.
There you go. There you go.
Yeah.
So here's the call to action: is to have women go to Nesco and get placed.
Absolutely.
So, Will, then you have to say what your email is then so people know how to get a hold of you.
Yes.
Or they can get you on LinkedIn. But really, his name is William.
William Burns, if you want
Yes.
to find me on LinkedIn.
Yes.
But my email is wburns, BURNS, at nescoresource.com. And you can reach out to me anytime you'd like.
And
Yes, Dewan Allen on LinkedIn is dallen@nescoresource.com. Feel free to reach out to me, or you can communicate with me via LinkedIn. I'm always on LinkedIn.
Because you might have people who want your services.
Absolutely.
And you might have a line of chicks waiting to to knock on your door for some recruit.
One can wish.
That's funny. Yes. Yes. Well, you never know.
Yeah.
So when this could go back and forth here, this question. So like, let's say an Expeed, okay, that's where we're at. Expeed software comes to you guys. Do you have people that like come to you, or do you? That's got to be part of it, right? Mm-hmm. Businesses come to you and
Absolutely.
say, "Hey, Dewan, this is what we need. Mm-hmm. Can you help us?" And then you go to him.
Well, yes, it's definitely a conversation. We don't want to, you don't want to overpromise, right? There's a famous saying: you want to underpromise and overdeliver, right? So you want to make sure that you have that pipeline of candidates, or that we can extend our team that far, or we can find that particular talent, right? Mm-hmm. Part of my job is not only just to get the business, but also inform with the market intel and what we're seeing in the space, right?
Right.
If somebody's looking for you name it, what?
Ab
initio architect or something like that.
Man. You know what's hot right now? Application architect. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's a hard one to find. Mm-hmm. You can tell we're looking for one.
Okay. We can talk about that.
Well, we can help you.
Yeah.
We are looking for one here in Columbus. Mm-hmm. Yes. Mm-hmm. So that was my pitch that I had to slide it in there. Mm-hmm. But yeah, it's hard, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because we could come to you and be like, this is what we need. What do you say?
Great. Let me, absolutely. I'm not going to sit here and say, yes, we can. Obviously, I want to gain your business. Kind of to piggyback what I was saying, we definitely want to, get your requirements, understand your need fully. And then we want to make sure we come back, I come to Will. Hey, Will, mm-hmm. Listen, Elizabeth's looking for this at Expeed. What are your thoughts? What are we seeing right now? I'm going to put my input in, he's going to put his in, and then, hey, I'm going to come back to Elizabeth. Hey, listen, absolutely, we'll have some resumes within you in 24 hours, 48 hours. Mm-hmm. Okay. That's kind of how we would approach that.
Oh, okay.
And if it's something we think is, if it's just not feasible to fill, a very hard technology and they're not paying enough, we'll just say it's not looking feasible.
And you guys have a placement fee?
Correct.
It's pretty standard, mm-hmm. right? What is that, 20, 25%?
Maybe 30, whatever you want to give us, that's fine.
Shoot. Jeez, really? Isn't that standard, though?
What, 20, 25?
Yeah.
That's about right.
A placement mm-hmm. fee is
about 20,
really...
About 20.
Yeah, about 20. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's pretty standard, though, mm-hmm. right? People should not be shocked when they go to Nesco or any other... Mm-hmm. staff aug place. And
mm-hmm. Yeah, they shouldn't be. That's kind of the standard number. Obviously, in any market or any business, there's competition, right? There's somebody coming behind you.
Yep.
Right.
But it's not necessarily always about the money, right? It's about the value add, right? What can we do for you? You name it. It's not just the 20%.
You sounded very agile there. I liked that. The value added. Very nice. I think Dewan could be like a sportscaster. Have you thought about going? ESPN might be looking for you.
Oh man, you got me on a no. I've never been on a podcast. This is the first time for me, but
also a first.
Also a first.
Yeah.
Well, I'm popping their cherries.
Okay. All right.
We gotta throw humor for.
Gotta throw it in there.
Darren needs some humor every once in a while.
Gotta make him laugh.
You seem real natural at this. You could go be on ESPN.
Well, I'm a natural talker. I always have something to say. I always have an opinion. So yeah, absolutely.
So you could go. I don't know. Talk about.
You name it.
Yeah, you could.
He's an ex-athlete.
What'd you play?
Well, I guess I played football in college.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
What position?
Safety.
Okay.
Defensive back, safety.
See, these are the things you would talk about on ESPN.
Yeah.
What did the safety do right or wrong? You called them out.
Called them out.
Yeah. So, all right. Did you play football?
Yeah, I was a linebacker for Michigan, and then I went to Ohio State for a little while.
Yeah.
Started.
Did you have long, blonde, flowing locks too, like our boy from Michigan? What's his name? Michigan football player, defensive lineman.
I know you're talking about. I don't have his name though, because I don't speak about that team up north.
Yeah.
But that's fine.
No. I did not play college sports.
No, he got drafted to the Patriots, by the way. So you better not be a Patriots fan.
That's unfortunate.
I'm not a Patriots
fan
either.
I'm just telling you. I'm pretty sure he got drafted to the Patriots.
Yeah, we're all
Sounds about
Boston
right.
sports now. Go CBJ.
Oh,
Columbus Blue Jackets.
that was a bummer.
Bummer.
That was a real bummer.
Heartbreaker.
But you know what? They're getting better.
Yeah.
So
This is their
like
best season ever.
Yeah. So next year they'll just progressively get even better.
Yeah.
Keep growing.
Yeah. I'm just saying, their hockey players I think, have a harder job than football players. They get the shit beat out of
They're
them.
tough.
They do.
Tough players.
I've
do. always
always been a little confused why their salaries are one of the lowest of professional sports.
I know. They take a real hard beating.
Yeah.
Hard beating. Did you guys go to the game, the playoffs?
I didn't make it, but this gentleman.
I went to a number of them, yeah.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
So you're a big hockey fan.
Yeah. Good fan.
You're a good fan.
Yeah.
So,
Since the Columbus Chill. So before the Blue Jackets.
what the hell is the Columbus Chill?
It was our intramural team that would play at the fairgrounds. So at the Ohio State Fairgrounds, like where they have that fair and the horse arena or whatever, it used to be a hockey arena. And if you've ever seen the movie Slapshot, it's older.
Let's be careful with our terms of old here.
It was just everybody's fighting the whole time. It's just a ring of gladiators. No one really could play hockey.
Oh. So you're a big CBJ fan.
Moderately.
Yeah. Well, yeah, if you went to the playoffs.
Yeah.
This lady grew up a Red Wing fan.
I was going to say, it sounded like you were. I was going to say, it can't be the Bruins because you don't like Boston sports.
Nope.
Detroit, huh? Are you from Detroit?
No. I'm from Flushing, like in the middle of the state. But, yeah, I mean, Detroit was... You had the Detroit Lions, the Detroit Tigers, and the Red Wings. So, I mean...
Classic hockey team.
Yeah. So... That's
Nice.
where you went.
Yeah.
It's like Central Columbus. Now we just need a football team. Although I heard we're getting the Destroyers, which is
They're
an
back.
arena.
They're
They're
coming
back.
back.
They're
Yeah.
back. Yeah, I don't think this town would ever be a professional town. This is a college town.
This is college town.
When
'Cause
it
of
comes to
OSU.
football.
When it
Yeah,
comes
football.
to football.
Yeah.
Okay. Not basketball, though.
The Cavs can move down here.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Columbus Cavaliers.
Yeah, the Columbus Cavaliers. I don't know. You might have an uproar on your hands. Them Cleveland folk.
The Cleveland office would be upset.
Very upset with us.
Is that where the headquarters are? Cleveland?
Yeah.
You're
Mayfield Heights, yeah.
So it hasn't moved at all. It's still there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. Interesting that it comes out of Cleveland and then goes all over. You have 50. That's crazy.
I'm just speaking, I don't have the exact number, but I'm just going to say 50 plus, right? Yeah.
That's that's a lot to come out of Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think Cleveland is booming like Columbus is.
Not in the IT market.
Yeah.
It's different. Obviously we're different industries. Historically more of a industrial city. Columbus has made its name in IT and is definitely booming in the IT space.
Okay. So it depends where the office is, what leverages
Well, yeah.
kind of takes over
Yeah.
as far as their commercial versus professional.
So, from my experience, I in the past recruited in, I think one of my first territories was Buffalo, New York, and for IT, and it was, I'd say, sort of similar market to Cleveland, as Buffalo is always kind of on the lake. It's a lake city. So is Cleveland. It's always got that industrial background and history to it, and that's grown with the cities. There's, of course, development and whatnot in both cities and a strong pool. But when you compare the two, like a Cleveland to Columbus, just the amount of the talent pool in new technologies and application development. Generally, these a city built around commercial goods and retail and technology is going to be
And insurance, right?
Yeah, and especially with the insurance.
Now,
Okay.
with that said, right, every company needs to adapt to become an IT company in this era, right? It's not just to say, historically Cleveland's an industrial town; they don't have IT. No. I mean, every company needs to be an IT company. Every company has IT.
Right.
So there's always an opportunity, regardless where you're at, to service clients in the IT space across the board.
That's true, because if you're not, I mean, everything is IT.
Right. I mean, if you're not an IT company today, you need to become one quick.
Right. Yeah, like look at medical.
Yeah.
I mean, everything.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's true. If you're old school accounting, like with paper and pencil, you're in big trouble. So,
Whether
yeah.
it's restaurants, accounting, retail,
Healthcare.
medicine,
Healthcare's a big one, right? You look at
Yeah.
patient files. There's no more paper and store them in this big, long cabinet.
Right.
Everybody has these digital platforms now that they use, and they can
What are
pull
they
up. Your,
called? EHRs? Is that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's a huge thing.
Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah.
So, you're right. Then you're
And with Cardinal Health, and bring that into Columbus, we combine it with all the insurance companies we have. Creates a big boom.
So does Nesco, do you guys go to, how do you recruit to have somebody part of the Nesco team? Not to place, but to build your own
Internally?
team. Yeah.
well, I think it's no different than IT space in Columbus. I think the recruiting and the IT staffing space is very obviously competitive, but we know each other. I think it's identifying new talent. Obviously they graduate everybody. Every year around this time, graduation happens. You want to kind of find talent, good salespeople who can have great phone skills, can have the want to. Right. This is not, this business is not a sit behind a desk type deal. This is a hustle.
Right.
So you want to find that. Also, just word of mouth. That's kind of how I communicate with people. I started in this industry 6 years ago. Trying to hey, referrals and whatnot. So yeah, we definitely do that. We also attend meetups. You can meet a lot of people that way. IT Martini is a great example.
We all were there.
Yeah, and even that with Tech Life Columbus in Columbus.
Yeah.
I'm part of that group, one of the Sherpas that kind of lead that.
Oh,
events
yeah. You
and
work
whatnot.
with Mike Vessels, right?
Yeah, Mike Vessels and Ben and you name it, the agility team and there's all types of folks.
You got a
there.
huge group.
Yeah, and we're all competitors, right? But at the end
Right.
of the day, we're still trying to advance the greater good of IT in Columbus, right?
Right.
And I think that's the ultimate
Exactly.
goal. I think we, different, even with speed and the witty and whatnot, it's about increasing the brand of IT professionals here. So yeah, we're definitely competitors, friendly competitors. We speak, but rather than, us versus y'all, we come together for the community.
Yeah, I think that's the perfect way of saying that, because everybody is a competitor of
Yeah.
somebody else.
Yeah.
But when it comes down to it, we come together when
Yeah.
it's for the greater good of something.
Yeah.
So, which greater good, Nesco is Nesco Resource is the after party sponsor, correct? Do I have that correct? For the Get With It conference,
Yeah.
which will be, this is where I do my plugs, September 30th
Awesome.
at the Student Union. So you guys will be there for the day. It's an all-day event. Tickets are on sale now. But when is this going? When's the date this gets released? Okay, so I'm still good. So we have Darren. Where would I be without you? We also have GirlCon, which is our big push right now, June 12th. Actually, Will is helping me get some computers. We're going to smuggle them out of Columbus Academy. And that is an all-day event for young ladies in the 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th grades. And we're really promoting that right now, giving them an idea into the IT world.
Absolutely.
So, packed full day there. And then, of course, we have the Get With It conference. And then, of course, I'm assuming you'll all be at the Get With It happy hour.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That happens.
Count
We have like a kickoff happy hour before the conference, so it's like at the beginning of September, 2 weeks out or something like that.
Okay.
And it like is like the kickoff to the conference.
Witty martini.
Yes, kind of. Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Day before pre-party or whatnot, kind of.
Kind of. It's like 2 weeks out, and we kind of just like we try to get speakers and sponsors and everybody there to just kind of get like the pumped up and dancing and get the drinks flowing.
Yeah.
And yeah. So last year it was at Land Grant.
Okay.
So yeah, it was down in that up and coming area.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good spot. Yeah.
So we busted the walls in that place.
Good for you guys. That's
Yes.
awesome.
So that was not big enough. So
Wow.
we scared some people, I think. So,
Good.
but it's a hell of a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah. I closed that part down that night. Too. So yes, so we have 2 major things coming up. And were you guys at Women,
Women, Wine, and Web Design.
you got it.
We were not.
I was
Oh,
not.
you did not go?
I
No,
wasn't
we couldn't
present.
make it.
I didn't go either. I was disappointed. I had other obligation. Yeah, that was a big event we just had in May.
Yeah, I heard it was pretty big.
It was pretty successful.
Where was this one located?
Rev 1.
Okay. Oh,
So,
yeah.
So, well, Katie, you guys know Katie.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
Katie Couture put it on. She's the
Oh,
one that,
yeah, yeah.
organizes it and puts it together. So, she does a fabulous job. So, would you guys work with, Katie, Tech Elevator, and we can code it? Or
Absolutely.
Is boot camps not a thing?
No, we actually missed the most recent Tech Elevator hiring event, and I talked to Katie. I know she's got back from maternity leave, but we're definitely going to be present there. Like you mentioned, with the growth and the expectation of the jobs that are coming to Columbus, I think it's very important that we leverage the boot camps that we have here and build the talent that we have through Tech Elevator and the other boot camps that are out there, because either we're going to relocate to Columbus or we're going to build the people we have to have the talents that the clients are looking for.
Right. Yeah, they're a big thing.
They've been just a tremendous success. The
Tech Elevator?
Tech Elevator, yeah.
Oh my God, tremendous.
Awesome to watch.
They are also in Cleveland and Pittsburgh,
Yeah.
I think. Yeah, those.
Yep.
Yeah, so they're definitely a growing thing across the country, I think.
Yeah.
The boot camp, they have a horrendously high success rate
Yeah.
of graduation
Yeah,
and then
absolutely.
job placement. So
It's a great avenue for anybody, not even just fresh grads, but anybody looking to get into that into the IT space. Highly recommend that program.
Yep.
yeah, and then they meet people like you, right? They're in the program, and then you guys do the date
Yep.
thing. I can't remember what they
Kind
call
of like
it.
interview each other and
Make-
get to meet each other.
Yeah, like
Matchmaking.
yes, matchmaking.
Yeah.
And then that's how you
Yeah.
get that kind of.
Start a relationship, start seeing, what they're looking for, what they're passionate about, their pressure points in their career and their family life, if something's, if they're trying to move or something, stuff like that.
Yeah, that seems like that would be a great connection.
Yeah.
For you guys.
That's a good one.
So, okay. All right. Okay, so what you got any events coming up? You got any meetups? What about you, Tech Life? Anything big coming up?
We just finished, as I know, we just finished obviously IT Martini and CIO tomorrow, which was huge. It's a big, huge event here in Columbus. I'm not sure what our next event is going to be. We have to kind of recalibrate and kind of go from there on that.
But if anybody's interested, you're on the committee.
Yeah.
You can
reach out
they
to me
can reach
directly.
out to you.
Yeah,
And
absolutely.
ask what's some upcoming fun things.
Yeah.
Get With It conference.
Get With It conference. Yeah, absolutely.
September 30th.
September
That'll be a
30th.
good one.
It will be. Yes. 4th annual.
Yeah.
Yeah. 4th annual. And since you guys are in Cleveland, you should come to the Cleveland one. I'm going to tell you what, the Cleveland Get With It local chapter, they're doing a phenomenal job. And they are having the second annual Get With It conference at the Science Center on the water.
Nice.
It is so cool.
Absolutely.
It's so cool. So
I'll definitely share with our counterparts in Cleveland and see if they can definitely be a part of that.
Yeah, they should come out.
Definitely giving your contact information. So.
Yeah, that would be perfect because it's gonna be a hell of a good day. I'm gonna tell you. I mean, they have really done a great job.
Good for them. Good
yes,
for them.
yes.
Yeah.
So yes, because we're expanding. So we're definitely learning pains of, and we'll call ourselves a startup and expanding because there's been some pains in the process of letting things go. I have a control problem with it. I don't know if you knew that. So noted. See? Yes. So one of my weaknesses, I like to control too much. So yeah. So we understand. So okay. So Nesco's going to be there on the 30th. You're both going to be there, right?
That's correct, yeah.
And so you'll be there to answer questions and
absolutely
recruit some people looking for some job placements.
Yeah.
Oh, shoot, on your side, you could be looking for sales.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's all just relationship building, right? We just want to connect with, local IT professionals, whether that's a client or a candidate, right?
Right.
Yeah.
It's such a good time.
Yeah.
Will this be your first year?
This will be my first year. I think so. This is our first year.
This is your first year.
Both of our first years.
My God, we're doing so many firsts together. I'm not quite sure about, Well, so, all right. Well, what plug do you want to get? This is your plug time.
Well, please, I can give a nice plug here. Nesco Resource, yes, we're definitely here. We definitely want to be one of the premier staffing firms in Columbus, whether that's in the IT space, accounting and finance, as well as engineering. Feel free to visit our website, nescoresource.com, or reach out to myself or Will. We'd love to chat, talk about what we do have here in Columbus and how we can possibly help. I think that's all we have here, unless you want to give a plug.
No, that I think that pretty much covers it.
NescoResources.com.
Nesco Resource.
Resource,
yes,
no
singular.
S.
Yep.
Okay, .com. That's important to know. No S.
That is correct.
Yeah, that actually happened today. Someone sent an email with an S at the end, and it bounced back.
Yeah, don't do that. Okay.
But, yeah, I mean, we're really taking a personal approach to the way we're doing it here, and Dwan and I with IT with Nesco, and we're not just fighting for the client, we're fighting for the candidate too. And we're really just trying to better the connections between everybody.
Yeah, I can say that. We're now BFFs.
Absolutely.
We hang out now, so definitely.
Yeah.
So, all right. So, well, thanks for coming on.
Thank you for
Thanks for
Are we
having us.
good, Darren?
Yeah.
Are we good on time? I have to always. Darren gives me the signal whether I'm good or not. So, so perhaps we will see you at the Get With It conference. Darren will be there. He doesn't know it yet, but he'll be there, videoing and whatnot. So, So Nesco, Nesco resource.com. That's crucial. W Burns at nescoresource.com. D Allen at nescoresource.com.
That is correct.
And then, of course, LinkedIn.
Yep.
And if you are interested or pursuing a job change, contact Will.
Absolutely.
And then if sales, Dwan.
Absolutely.
Okay. See how that worked out?
Yeah,
That worked
either
out
way.
really good.
Yeah.
See? So, or if you mess that up, they talk to each other. So they'll send you to the right person. So, all right. Well, thanks for coming on. I had a great time. And we got some hockey talk in there.
Yeah.
I talked about Game of Thrones in one episode, didn't I?
Well, I hope you didn't ruin it for some people.
I mean, I don't think so. I don't think so. Darren is a big Game of Thrones guy, and I am too. And I'm not a guy, I'm a girl. But we'll like stop here, and while he's doing whatever he does, we'll talk about it. So, and we have to catch up because we're behind on a few episodes together. So, yes. So
Gotta shout it out.
See, you never know what's going to come out of one of my podcasts. So, all right. Well, thank you so much for joining me.
Thank you.
And go out and check out Nesco Resource.com.
Thank you.
Yeah.